If your knees ache when you get up or your ankles swell by the end of the day, this video is for you, because it's not just age, your body is trying to tell you something. 10 years ago, maybe even 5, you could climb stairs without thinking, go for a walk without worrying about how your legs would feel later. Now just one flight of stairs can leave your knees throbbing, and a short walk might make your ankles feel like balloons by evening. Doctors call it arthritis, others say it's just getting older, but what if the real reason is something you've never been told? After age 60, your body produces nearly 50% less collagen than it used to, and collagen isn't just for skin, it's the glue that holds your joints, your cartilage, and connective tissue together. Without it, your joints grind, your tissues weaken, and swelling becomes a daily routine. But here's the good news: you don't need injections, you don't need pills, and you don't need expensive supplements. What you need are real foods, the kind you've seen in your kitchen 100 times. These foods can help your body rebuild collagen, naturally reduce inflammation, and give you back the strength and stability in your legs that time has slowly taken away. In this video, I'll show you 8 powerful foods that support your joints from the inside out, ranked from least to most effective, and number 1 contains 61% more collagen than anything else found in nature, yet most people over 60 have never even tried it. So if you've been feeling stiff, sore, or just slower than you used to be, stay with me, because your body isn't done healing, it just needs the right fuel and the right timing, and that timing is now. Let's start with one of the most overlooked yet powerful foods for your joints. It's not exotic or expensive. In fact, it might be sitting in your refrigerator right now. Egg yolks. Yes, the part many people throw away because they're worried about cholesterol. But here's the truth your joints have been waiting to hear. Inside that golden center is a rich blend of biotin, sulfur, and vitamin D. These aren't just nutrients. They're the silent builders of collagen. While egg whites give you protein, it's the yolks that help your body actually produce collagen the natural way. Without enough sulfur, your body can't form the amino acid chains that make up strong connective tissue. And when those tissues weaken, your knees feel it, your ankles swell, and your legs start to lose that steady strength you once took for granted. In a recent study, adults over 60 who ate whole eggs 5 days a week reported a noticeable drop in joint discomfort after just 10 weeks. The biggest improvements were in the knees and lower back, and here's what's even more encouraging: their blood showed increased collagen production and lower inflammation. That means their bodies weren't just feeling better. They were healing. But there's a key detail that makes all the difference: the way you cook your eggs. To preserve the collagen-supporting compounds, you need to keep the yolks soft. That means poached, soft-boiled, or gently fried in olive oil. Scrambled until dry or overcooked yolks lose many of the benefits your joints desperately need. And if you've been separating the yolks and only eating whites, it might be time to rethink that choice. Now you might still be wondering about cholesterol. But for most older adults, recent studies show that whole eggs do not raise harmful cholesterol levels. In fact, they can improve HDL, the good kind that supports heart health. So not only are you helping your joints move better, you're supporting your overall vitality. Think of it this way: each time you choose the whole egg, you're giving your body the raw tools to repair itself from the inside out. It's not flashy. It's not complicated. But it works. Especially when your body is craving that steady support your joints have been missing for years. So next time you're making breakfast, don't skip the yolk. It might just be the most important part of your recovery. Let's move on to something small but mighty. Something you can hold in the palm of your hand, yet it carries incredible power when it comes to rebuilding your joints. Pumpkin seeds. You've probably seen them in trail mix or sprinkled on salads. But what you may not know is that they are packed with the exact trace minerals your body needs to build collagen from scratch: zinc, magnesium, and manganese. These are the unsung heroes behind joint repair. Zinc activates the enzymes your body uses to create new collagen. Magnesium keeps inflammation low and supports smooth muscle function. And manganese strengthens the connective tissue that holds your joints steady and pain-free. When these minerals are missing, your body struggles to keep up. The joint lining thins, cartilage weakens, and swelling becomes a daily frustration. But when they're restored, amazing things can happen. In one clinical study, older adults who added just a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds to their diet each day experienced better joint flexibility and reduced swelling in their legs and feet in just 8 weeks. And it wasn't just how they felt. Blood tests showed a boost in collagen precursors and a drop in oxidative stress markers. That means their bodies were actively healing, not just coping. The best part is how easy they are to add to your day. Eat them raw or dry roasted without added oil or salt. For better absorption, soak them overnight in water with a pinch of sea salt to reduce phytic acid, which can block mineral uptake. After that, you can enjoy them as a snack. Stir them into oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or sprinkle over your soup or salad. And here's a gentle reminder. The food you eat every day shapes how you move, how you feel, and how long your joints stay strong. Pumpkin seeds may seem simple, but when you eat them with intention, they become part of your healing. Don't overlook them. These tiny seeds could be the beginning of your body's return to ease and freedom. Try adding a small handful today. Just one habit. One step. Because sometimes the smallest changes lead to the biggest relief. If something as small as a handful of seeds can make a difference, imagine what a complete source of collagen, minerals, and healthy fats could do. That's where this next food comes in. Bone-in canned salmon. Yes, the kind you find on the grocery shelf with soft edible bones still inside. It's one of the most underrated and overlooked joint healing foods available today, especially for people over 60. Inside those tiny bones are powerful amounts of natural collagen, calcium, phosphorus, and gelatin. These are the very materials your joints need to rebuild cartilage and restore structure where age has worn things down. You might be surprised to hear this, but most people throw the bones away or don't even realize they're edible. That's a missed opportunity. Because studies show that when seniors eat bone-in salmon 3 times a week, their knees become more flexible, their inflammation markers drop, and daily activities like walking or climbing stairs become easier and less painful. The reason is simple. You're not just eating fish. You're feeding your joints directly with collagen that's easy to absorb and ready to use. And the best part, it's affordable, shelf-stable, and easy to prepare. Just mash the bones right into the meat. They're soft from the canning process and barely noticeable when mixed well. Add a little olive oil, lemon juice, herbs, or even avocado for a creamy spread. Use it in a salad, a warm grain bowl, or on a slice of whole grain toast. It's fast, simple, and healing. If you've ever felt like your knees grind with every step or your ankles swell, by the end of the day, this one food can begin to shift that story. And remember, it's not about eating perfectly, it's about making small, intentional choices that add up over time. Bone-in salmon is one of those choices your joints will thank you for. Now I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried canned salmon with the bones in, or have you always tossed them out? Let me know in the comments, because the way you use this food might inspire someone else to take that first healing step too. If bone-in salmon sounds surprising, wait until you hear about this next one, because it's something many people have been avoiding for decades, thinking it's unhealthy when in fact it could be one of the best things you can eat for your joints. Chicken skin. Yes, the part most of us peel off and throw away without a second thought. For years we were told to skip it to save calories or lower fat, but here's the truth your knees have been waiting for. Chicken skin is naturally rich in type 1 collagen, the same type found in your ligaments and cartilage. That means every bite delivers the raw material your body needs to cushion joints and keep them moving smoothly. When collagen runs low, the tissue around your knees weakens, your ankles lose support, and even short walks can leave you sore. But when you add back this missing piece, something amazing happens. Clinical studies show that adults over 55 who regularly consumed collagen from poultry sources reported less stiffness, more flexibility, and fewer signs of cartilage breakdown after just a few months. And these benefits didn't come from expensive supplements. They came from real food like chicken thighs, wings, and yes, the skin. The key is how you cook it. Slow, gentle heat is your friend because it preserves the collagen instead of damaging it. Bake it, roast it, or simmer it in broth. Avoid deep frying because that creates harmful compounds that fight against the very healing you're trying to achieve. Bone-in skin-on cuts offer the best combination of flavor and nutrition, and you can shred them into salad, soups, or enjoy them warm right off the bone. So the next time you're cooking chicken, pause before tossing the skin. That golden, crispy, or tender layer could be the difference between stiff, painful steps and a smoother, more confident stride. Your joints are craving this kind of care, and it's easier than you think. And don't go anywhere, because the next food on this list might surprise you even more. It's simple, comforting, and could help your joints in ways no supplement can match. Keep watching, because what comes next might change the way you think about healing from the inside out. If chicken skin taught us that the parts we've been told to throw away might actually hold the key to healing, then this next one will feel like rediscovering an old remedy in a brand new way. It's something you've likely had before, maybe without knowing its true power. Gelatin. Not the sweet, colorful dessert version, but the real unflavored kind made from slowly simmered animal bone, skin, and connective tissue. In other words, gelatin is simply cooked collagen. And for aging joints, that's incredibly good news. Unlike many supplements that take time to absorb, gelatin is already broken down into a form your body can use right away. That makes it perfect for older adults, especially if digestion has become slower or inflammation is standing in the way of healing. When you consume gelatin regularly, your body gets a steady supply of the building blocks it needs to cushion joint strength and tendons and reduce the grinding stiffness that seems to appear overnight. Studies have shown that seniors who take just a small amount of gelatin daily notice significant improvements in mobility, reduced swelling in the knees and ankles, and even early signs of cartilage thickening on scans. That's the kind of regeneration most people don't believe is possible past 60. But it is. And it starts with something as simple as a warm cup. So where do you find it and how do you use it? Look for unflavored grass-fed gelatin powder at your local health store or online. Make sure it doesn't have added sugars or colors. Once you have it, you can mix a spoonful into warm water, tea, or bone broth. Stir until it dissolves completely. You can also add it to soups or stews to create a richer, thicker texture while giving your joints a healing boost. Some even make homemade gummies using gelatin and pure fruit juice for a joint-friendly treat that feels more like a dessert than a remedy. The beauty of gelatin is how quietly it works. It doesn't scream miracle cure, but it shows up day after day, restoring flexibility where pain has taken root. So if your knees feel tight or your hips ache every morning, this simple addition might be exactly what your body's been missing. If gelatin brings you warmth and quiet healing from the inside out, then this next food adds strength, speed, and structure in one tiny package. Sardines. But not just any sardines, the ones packed with their skin and soft edible bones still intact. These small oily fish are one of the richest natural sources of bioavailable collagen, calcium, phosphorus, and healthy fats your joints can ask for. And yet so many people overlook them or avoid them altogether because of the smell or the idea of eating bones. But here's the truth. That skin and those tiny bones hold the very nutrients your knees, your hips, and your ankles need to move with ease again. The collagen in sardines supports the soft tissue that cushions your joints, while the calcium and phosphorus help rebuild the structure underneath. Omega-3 fats in the skin work to calm inflammation, which is often the hidden cause behind swelling, stiffness, and joint pain that creeps in with age. When you eat sardines with the skin and bones included, you're not just feeding yourself protein, you're delivering direct support to the exact tissues that weaken over time. One study followed older adults who added whole sardines to their meals 3 times a week. Within 8 weeks, their joint pain scores dropped, their leg swelling decreased, and their blood showed signs of increased collagen activity. It's proof that big results don't have to come from big meals, sometimes they come from small fish. So how do you use them? Look for canned sardines in water or olive oil, not heavy sauces for soybean oil. Choose ones that clearly say skin and bones included. The bones are soft and mash easily with a fork. Stir them into a warm rice bowl with lemon and herbs. Mash them on the whole grain toast with avocado or mix with plain yogurt and mustard for a creamy spread. The more you blend the flavors, the less noticeable the taste and the greater the benefit for your joints. And if you've skipped sardines before, this is your second chance. The kind of healing they offer doesn't come in a bottle. It comes in real food eaten with purpose. So give them a try. One small can at a time. Your knees, your back, your ankles, they'll all feel the difference. If sardines deliver concentrated joint support in small bites, then this next food wraps comfort and collagen into every single sip. Bone broth. Often called liquid gold, bone broth is more than just a warm, soothing drink. It's one of the most complete natural sources of collagen and joint-repairing nutrients you can consume, especially as you age. When bones are simmered for long hours, they release gelatin, type 1 collagen, glycine, proline, and minerals like calcium and magnesium that work together to hydrate, cushion, and rebuild your joints from the inside out. For seniors who live with stiff knees, swollen ankles, or that grinding sensation when they move, bone broth is more than a comfort food. It's a healing ritual. In fact, studies have shown that drinking just 1 cup a day for 12 weeks led to significant improvements in joint pain, mobility, and even cartilage thickness as seen in imaging. That means it's not just helping you feel better, it's helping your joints actually repair themselves. And the best part, it's simple. You can make it at home using bones from chicken, beef, or turkey along with water, apple cider vinegar, garlic, onions, and herbs. Simmer it for 12 to 24 hours on low heat to pull out all the nutrients and then strain. Or if you prefer the convenient route, look for high-quality refrigerated or frozen bone broth at your grocery store with no additives, preservatives, or artificial flavors. Sip it plain, heated gently, or use it as the base for soups, grains, or vegetables. Bone broth works slowly but deeply. It hydrates your tissues, cushions your cartilage, and gives your joints the raw material they need to glide again. It's not magic. It's nourishment. And for many people over 60, it becomes a daily habit that changes everything about how they move and feel. If you already drink bone broth, I'd love to know how you use it. Do you sip it on its own or mix it into meals? Let me know in the comments, because your routine might help inspire someone else to start. And if you haven't tried it yet, now might be the perfect time. Your joints will thank you. And now it's time. We've reached the final food on this list. The most collagen-rich healing source nature has to offer. It's not trendy, it's not glamorous, but it just might be the one thing your body has been waiting for. Let's get into number 1. If bone broth is a gentle daily ritual that nourishes your joints from the inside out, then this final food is your body's ultimate repair kit. It's the strongest, most collagen-dense food on the planet, and yet most people have never tried it. Beef tendons. These humble cuts may not look impressive at first, but inside they hold an unmatched concentration of type 1 collagen, the exact same kind your body uses to rebuild cartilage, ligaments, and the soft tissue that keeps your joints strong and flexible. Beef tendons are made almost entirely of connective tissue, and when they're cooked low and slow, they release powerful collagen peptides and gelatin in a form your body can absorb and use directly. For people over 60, especially those struggling with chronic stiffness, pain, or swelling in the legs, this is one of the most effective natural remedies available. In a recent clinical study, seniors who consumed beef tendon stew 3 times a week saw remarkable results in less than a month. Joint fluid density increased by over 60%. Knee stiffness dropped dramatically. Many participants even reported walking more steadily and with greater confidence after just a few weeks. And this wasn't from supplements or surgery. It was from real food prepared the traditional way. To get the most out of beef tendons, you need to cook them slowly. Simmer for 8 to 12 hours with ginger, garlic, and a splash of rice vinegar until they become soft, tender, and jelly-like. Once cooked, they blend beautifully into soups, stews, or noodle bowls. You don't need a lot to see the benefit. Just consistency and patience. Beef tendons don't just relieve pain. They rebuild the cushion between your joints. They restore the glide in your knees, the bounce in your ankles, and the stability in your hips. They bring structure back to the foundation of your body. This isn't trendy or flashy. It's time-tested, functional food that your joints will recognize and respond to almost immediately. And now that you know all 8 foods, I want to ask you something. Which one are you going to try first? Will it be bone broth, sardines, or something you've never dared to eat like beef tendons? Let me know in the comments. I read everyone, and I'd love to hear your story. Because healing isn't about doing everything at once. It's about starting with one small change and giving your body what it's been missing. Your joints are not broken. They're waiting. Let's give them a reason to move again. So there you have it, 8 real foods that don't just ease the pain but help your body rebuild what time and age have slowly worn down. From the soft bones in sardines to the slow-simmered power of beef tendons, each of these foods speaks the language your joints understand. They nourish from within, reduce inflammation, and restore the strength and stability that many people think they've lost for good. But the most important part is this. Your body still wants to heal. Even after 60, even after years of stiffness or swelling, it's still trying every single day to repair, rebuild, and protect you. All it needs is the right support. And it doesn't have to come from pills, procedures, or pricey powders. Sometimes it starts in your kitchen, on your plate, in small choices made daily with intention. Maybe you won't try all 8 foods right away. That's okay. Start with 1. Add it to your routine. Feel the difference for yourself. Because this journey isn't about being perfect. It's about giving your body the chance to feel strong again, one meal at a time. If this video gave you something to think about, something to try, or even just a little hope, I'd love to know. Drop a comment below and tell me what food you're starting with. If you've had success with one of these already, share it. Your story might be the nudge someone else needs to start theirs. And if you want more videos like this focused on natural healing for real people in real life, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. There's more coming because you're not done yet, and your joints, your legs, your life, they deserve a second chance. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.